Jake, congratulations. You'll be playing your 150th AFL game this week in Alice Springs. How does it feel running out for the 150th time?
I guess sometimes you do have to pinch yourself. Reflecting back, I think that when I played my 100th game, you sit there and go, wow, that's a lot of games to play of AFL footy. And then it's obviously just continued on. And I feel very privileged to be able to play that many games and for two pretty good clubs as well. I've seen a bit of success, which has been lucky. Played in the grand final at Adelaide and then obviously won a premiership here. So for me, I just pinch myself every time I get to run out, and I definitely don't take it for granted. I absolutely love everything that I do, whether it's the day-to-day training or running out in the MCG or some beautiful places like we get to play like this week in Alice Springs. So very privileged.
And like you said, playing across two clubs, collecting 150 games, what do you reckon your biggest standout highlights are throughout your career of those times?
Yeah, I think definitely the premiership. That's number one for me. That's what every single player plays for, to win a premiership. So to win one in 2021 with a group of players, especially the backline crew that sort of ever since I got to the club in 2018, we sort of built a group that we thought could have been one of the best backlines in the competition, and I thought that on that day we proved that. So that was definitely a highlight. And I think all the standard ones, your first game, played up at Gold Coast for Adelaide. That was good fun. I think it was around round 5 or round 6 and got the debut, and that's always a special moment. Other games are like the prelim against Geelong. I didn't have to do anything for those middle quarters, just watching Gorney kick 5, doing things out of the middle that no ruckman should do. I think those are the games and those are the highlights that you reflect back on, especially at this time, to be able to really enjoy your career.
And like you said, you moved over from Adelaide with 56 games to your name, and then was a key part in the 21 drought-ending season. How did you adapt to Melbourne and the new team as well?
Yeah, so I obviously grew up sort of an hour north of Melbourne in Romsey, and got drafted to Adelaide and absolutely loved my time there, but got the opportunity to be able to come back to Melbourne. And at the time I sort of saw Melbourne as someone that was an up-and-coming team, and I knew that a lot of guys from my draft were still playing. Christian Petrarca, Angus Brayshaw, Alex Neil-Bullen, Oscar McDonald was here, and I thought that I saw a little bit of success, and for me then I just wanted to be part of that, and therefore 3 years later I got lucky enough to be able to play in a grand final win. And I think that adapting to Melbourne, it took me some time. I think my first 3 or 4 games, the media were calling me to get dropped coming over, and I think it's turned a fair bit now. I think that I just want to be known as sort of that consistent player, and I feel like I've been able to do that over my time at Melbourne. But yeah, definitely didn't start off all roses, that's for sure. So it took me a bit of time to adapt, but now I love my time here.
I think we're all glad you didn't get dropped. So you achieved some amazing accomplishments in your career, like you said, 2 grand finals, All-Australian, and a premiership player. What are your remaining goals for your time with Melbourne?
I just want to win more premierships. I think we've got the capabilities to be able to do that, and I think that I've got the capabilities to be part of that. I'm still only 27. That's sort of old in football years now, but I still feel like I've got the energy to be able to continue to keep playing and have that success with my teammates. And I've grown so close with so many players here, and I think that's what drives me every day, to win a premiership with some of my best mates. Guys like Harrison Petty, Stephen May, Max Gawn, Alex Neil-Bullen, these guys that I consider myself really close friends with. Jack Viney. I just love playing with those blokes week in, week out, and to win another premiership with those people, it truly would be the icing on the cake.
And who would you say has been your main guiding influences with your time at Melbourne? Who's been kind of looking after you?
Oh, look, I think that Stephen May is definitely someone that comes to mind when I think of us as players, and being a little bit of a mentor for me. I don't really want to say that. I'll pump him up too much, being a mentor. He acts like he's 18, so he can't give me too much, experience and everything like that. But for him, I just love the way he plays and the way that when I run out and I stand next to him, I do stand taller. And he's just always, he gives me an earful every now and then, but it's always followed up with some positive stuff. And I think that we've really grown, not only on the field, but off the field. And I feel really privileged to be able to run out with him each week. And he's definitely been a guiding influence for me.
I'm sure, Maisie, you'll love to hear that. Your family is going up to Alice Springs as well this week. How does it feel knowing that your biggest fans will be there watching as well?
Yeah, I'm super excited. I think it's great that we get to, every time we sing the song, it's a little bit of a tradition at the minute that all the kids come in and sing the song with us. And my son Jace is already pretty excited about hopefully we get the win, and then he wants to be in the circle. But I got to break the news to him the other day that he's going to run out with me. And obviously my daughter Sky, she's probably not old enough to understand, but I think just that, I love the fact that they get to grow up around a football club. It's such a unique environment to be able to bring your kids into. And yeah, to run out on TIO Traeger Park this weekend with both of my kids, I can't wait for it. And it gives me a little bit of shivers because it's something that I always dreamt of when I had kids. To be able to run out with them and to do it this weekend will be super exciting.
Well, we're super excited as well, so good luck out there.
Thank you.